Which of the following uses transferred electron effect for production of microwaves? A. Silicon. B. Germanium. C. Metal semiconductor junction. D. Gallium arsenide. The correct answer is gallium arsenide. The figures shows the symbol of A. P-channel depletion MOSFET. B. P-channel enhancement MOSFET. C. Complementary MOSFET. D. P-channel JFET. The correct answer is P-channel depletion MOSFET. The spectral range of a band-pass signal extends from 10 MHz to 10.4 MHz. What is the minimum sampling frequency required for reconstruction? A. 20 MHz. B. 20.8 MHz. C. 20.4 MHz. D. 0.8 MHz. The correct answer is 0.8 MHz. All poles and zeros of a driving point immittance function of an LC network. A should lie on the J-axis. B should lie on the VE real axis. C should lie on the VE real axis. D can lie anywhere in S-plane. The correct answer is should lie on the J-axis. In 8085 microprocessor, the interrupt-enable flip-flop is reset by A. D instruction only. B. System reset only. C. Interrupt acknowledgement only. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. The transfer function of a linear time invariant system is given as what is the steady state value of the unit impulse response? A. 0. B. 1. C. 2. D. Infinite. The correct answer is 0. When transistor is used as a switch is defined as the interval which elapses between the transition of input waveform and the time when to transition to 90 of ICS8. A. Storage time. B. Fall time. C. Turn on time. D. Turn off time. The correct answer is storage time. Which of the following is a circularly polarized antenna? A. Horn. B. Dipole. C. Helical. D. Pyramidal. The correct answer is helical. As per Hall effect, if any specimen carrying a current I is applied in a transverse magnetic field B, then an electric field E is induced in the specimen in the direction A. Parallel to I. B. Perpendicular to B and parallel to I. C. Parallel to I and B. D. Perpendicular to both I and B. The correct answer is perpendicular to both I and B. The circuit shown below is the equivalent circuit of which one of the following microwave resonator types? A. Butterfly resonator. B. Parallel wire resonator. C. Cavity resonator. D. Coaxial line resonator. The correct answer is butterfly resonator. Consider the cascade structure of two filters. Consider the following statements. A. 1 and 3. B. Only 2. C. 2 and 3. D. Only 3. The correct answer is 1 and 3. A small signal source VIT cos 20 B sin 1060 is applied to a transistor amplifier as shown below. The transistor has 150 Nhi3K. Which expression best approximates V0T? A. V0T 1500 A cos 20 B sin 1060. B. V0T 150 A cos 20 B sin 1060. C. V0T 1500 B sin 1060. D. V0T 1500 sin 1060. The correct answer is V0T 1500 sin 1060. Consider the following circuits. Assume all gates to have finite propagation delay. Which of these circuits generate a periodic square wave at the output VO? A. 1 only. B. 1 and 2 only. C. 2, 3 and 4 only. D. All 1, 2, 3, and 4. The correct answer is 2, 3, and 4 only. Which of the following does not apply to Yagi-Uda antenna? A. High gain. B. Reasonably good bandwidth. C. Folded dipole. D. Parasitic elements. The correct answer is reasonably good bandwidth. Consider the differential amplifier shown in figure. Assume is very high, i.e. approximately A. 2 mA, B. 1 mA, C. 0.5 mA, D. 3 mA. The correct answer is 2 mA. With regard to a transmission line, which of the following statements is correct? A. Any impedance repeats itself every 1/4 on the Smith chart. B. The SWR2 circle and the magnitude of reflection coefficient 0.5 circle coincide on the Smith chart. C. At any point on a transmission line, the current reflection coefficient is the reciprocal of the voltage reflection coefficient. D. Matching eliminates the reflected wave between the source and the matching device location. The correct answer is at any point on a transmission line, the current reflection coefficient is the reciprocal of the voltage reflection coefficient. Consider an input xt as shown. System impulse response is if input is passed through this system, then output will be 0 except A. 2t6, B. 0t11, C. 2t5, D. 2t6. The correct answer is 0t11. Which of the following quantities cannot be measured determined using Hall effect? A. Type of semiconductor P or N. B. Mobility of charge carriers. C. Diffusion constant. D. Carrier concentration. The correct answer is diffusion constant. Period of the signal is A. 8, B. 1, C. 24, D. 16. The correct answer is 24. Which one of the following is a trivalent material? A. Antimony, B. Phosphorus, C. Arsenic, D. Boron. The correct answer is boron. In orthogonal BEFSC, the energy of information bearing term is A. the same as total transmitted energy, B. 1/2 of total transmitted energy, C. 1/4 of total transmitted energy, D. none. The correct answer is the same as total transmitted energy. The maximum positive and negative numbers which can be represented in 2s complement form using n bits are respectively A. 2n11 2n11, B. 2n11 2n1, C. 2n1 2n1, D. 2n1 2n11. The correct answer is 2n1 2n11. What is the chemical bonding in silicon semiconductor? A. Metallic, B. Ionic, C. Covalent, D. Van der Waals. The correct answer is covalent. The probability density function of the envelope of narrowband noise is A. Uniform, B. Gaussian, C. Rayleigh, D. none. The correct answer is Gaussian. If 10x x 10x 100x 100x x 100x 10,000x, then x can take value A. 2, B. 5, C. 10, D. all of these. The correct answer is all of these. In a uniformly doped BJT, assume that Ne, Nb, and Nc are the emitter, base, and collector dopings in atoms cm3 respectively. If the emitter injection efficiency of the BJT is closed unity, which one of the following conditions is true? A. Ne, Nb, Nc, B. Ne, Nb, and Nb, Nc, C. Ne, Nb, and Nb, Nc, D. Ne, Nb, Nc. The correct answer is Ne, Nb, and Nb, Nc. Consider the following statements about ultrasonic flow meters. A. 1 only, B. 1 and 2 only, C. 1, 2, and 4, D 3 and 4 only. The correct answer is 1, 2 and 4. The number of essential prime implicant for the logic expression FABCCDACDAABCBD. A3, B5, C4, D6. The correct answer is 3. The following circuit diagram resembles A. Logic 0, B. Logic 1, C. FABC M01467, D. None of these. The correct answer is Logic 1. The voltage applied to an RL circuit at T0 when switch is closed is 100 cos 100 T30. The circuit resistance is 80 and inductance is 0.6 H in which initial current is 0. What is the maximum amplitude of current flowing through the circuit? A1A, B2A, C5A, D10A. The correct answer is 1A. How many distinct binary trees can be constructed with 3 nodes? A1, B2, C3, D5. The correct answer is 5. For determining the network functions of a two-port network, it is required to consider that A. All initial conditions remain same. B. All initial conditions are 0. C. Part of initial conditions are equal to 0. D. Initial conditions vary depending on nature of network. The correct answer is all initial conditions are 0. Which of the following circuits come under the class of sequential logic circuits? A1 and 2, B1, 2 and 3, C3 and 4, D4 and 5. The correct answer is 4 and 5. Which of the following measurements can be done using a counter? A1 and 2, B2 and 3, C1 and 4, D2 and 4. The correct answer is 1 and 2. The maximum power dissipation capacity of a transistor is 50 MW. If the collector-emitter voltage is 10 V, what is the safe collector current that can be allowed through the transistor? A 5 mA, B 2.5 mA, C 10 mA, D 25 mA. The correct answer is 2.5 mA. Consider the following statements regarding registers and latches. A1 only, B1 and 3, C2 and 3, D3 and 4. The correct answer is 1 and 3. The characteristic equation of a control system is given as S48, S324, S232, Sk0. What is the range of values of K for this system to be stable? A0K 80, B0K 100, C0K 2000 and 300, D0K 600. The correct answer is 0K 80. A scheme shown below is to generate a wideband FM modulate signal. Narrowband FM has carrier frequency 400 KHz deviation ratio 0.2. Wideband FM has carrier frequency 100 MHz deviation ratio 6. Frequency multiplication factor is A30, B6, C250, D12. The correct answer is 30. An amplitude-modulated signal occupies a frequency range from 395 kHz to 405 kHz. If can be demodulated by which of the following? A. Using an envelope detector and filter. B. Multiplying with a 395 kHz local signal. C. Multiplying with a 405 kHz local signal. D. Low-pass filtering with cutoff at 400 kHz. The correct answer is low-pass filtering with cutoff at 400 kHz. Radiation efficiency of an antenna is defined as the ratio of A. Total power radiated by an antenna to the net power accepted by the antenna from the connected transmitter. B. The frequency at which minimum power is radiated to the frequency at which maximum power is radiated. C. Total power accepted from the transmitter to total power generated by the transmitter. D. Power in main lobe to that in the side lobe. The correct answer is total power radiated by an antenna to the net power accepted by the antenna from the connected transmitter. Which of the following factors are responsible to design IC logic gates to operated at a fixed supply voltage of 5 volts? A1 only, B2 only, C2 and 3, D3 and 4. The correct answer is 2 and 3. Which of the following emitters requires an external power source for its operation? A. PMMC emitter, B. Hot wire ammeter, C. Electronic voltmeter, D. Electrodynamometer. The correct answer is electronic voltmeter. Which are of the following oscillators is well suited for the generation of wide-range audio frequency sine waves? A. RC phase shift oscillator, B. Wien bridge oscillator, C. Colpitts oscillator, D. Hartley oscillator. The correct answer is Wien bridge oscillator. The transfer function of a controller is given as Kp/Kd, S where Kp and Kd are constants. What type of controller is this? A. Proportional, B. Proportional plus integral, C. Proportional plus derivative, D. Integral plus derivative. The correct answer is proportional plus derivative.